Yo, I'm back. So I just recorded a podcast or whatever, and after talking about how my Reddit channel is my main channel, and how I never upload on Princess Ash, I kind of miss that Leafy clone vibe, you feel me? It's like my thing. But I did say that when I decide to come back to this channel, because I'm quite bored of making Leafy commentary, that, I would come back with face cam shit, and I'm also trying to contact. It's a long story. Just fucking watch the podcast. I also talk about a creator that doxed my ex, which is really gross, and release private messages with my ex that he is not only uncomfortable with and is really upset about, but like did not give permission and never spoke about it publicly. It's just not good. Don't you just fucking hate people that dox? I can't. Overall disgusting, and I talk about it in my podcast, and I also talked about my 20 channels and why like I'm not gonna come back until I make face cams. Well, I'm fucking bored, and even though this isn't my main channel and it literally doesn't pay as well as the others, I still want to talk to you guys. I really fucking missed you guys, and I don't know what to react to. So what the fuck is this video, to be honest with you? I guess I'll just wing it and tell you guys a story that I can think of. I mean, nothing really happened that was interesting recently, and I'm not trying to fucking think of a story to make up. Like, I have to think of something that just comes off the top of my head. And that would be, ew, I sound nasally, sorry. I was like crying because my ex got doxxed and by a creator to like 100,000 people, and it could have been even to more by now, and it really deeply saddened me, and I'm so sorry that my fucking nose is like nasally and gross. But I was thinking of a story, and I'm like kind of winging it right now. I guess it's gonna be about the time I got expelled for the first time ever. And could you guess what grade that I got expelled in? Just take a wild guess. I mean, you might be surprised. What do you think? Maybe I was a freshman. Wrong! I was like in second grade. It was so fucked up. So yeah, enjoy. So I got expelled in the second grade, and you may be wondering, Ash, expelled second grade? You mean suspended, right? No, I mean expelled. So I was in second grade, and back in my day, I know I sound old, but I'm only 19, but back in my day, children were very innocent. There was no cussing, like I never fucking heard it, and everything was just very innocent. And I didn't know, about this is like such a weird intro. I'm so sorry. I didn't know about genitals or cussing, or I was very pure. Now, I've noticed kids these days, they cuss a lot. Like, I remember I was like, when I was in like 8th grade, I went back to visit my elementary, and I remember there were preschoolers like cussing and like flicking people off, and like, I just remember being so appalled. I was like, dude, when I was that age, I didn't even know what like those words were. Like, we were all so wholesome and innocent. Like, I don't remember a single kid cussing, right? Like, so it's just crazy to me that time has changed. And also kids like in the 1st and 2nd grade, like they have technology, they know like more stuff that they shouldn't, versus like back in the day, like I don't even think we had flip phones in 1st grade. I'm sorry, like dude, we were so wholesome. So keep that in mind in the story, okay? Because the story is a little vulgar, so I guess you could say it's rated a little R. So I'm wholesome and I don't know what I'm doing. I lived by this park, and I would always go to this park, and it was covered in like really bad graffiti. I'm talking like no stuff, like adult stuff. I shouldn't fucking sugarcoat it because I'm gonna get demonetized anyway. Hi, I cuss like a sailor. So basically, the park had a bunch of dicks drawn on it, and there's this one thing, I don't know what you call it at a park. It's like where there's like a ladder, you get up, and it's just like this weird space. Like, it's not a slide or anything important. It's literally you crawl up it, and it's just like a thing that you just chill in, I guess. I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about? And on it was call me for a good time. And then beside it was meet me here at midnight for a good time, with like winky faces and like tits drawn everywhere. And so, after seeing that, and then I also started seeing more, meet me here at 12 for a good time. Being a kid, I wanted to do it. And it wasn't because I knew I was so wholesome and so innocent. I literally didn't know what that meant. I wanted to like meet up with whoever was drawing on the park. That was just how my innocent mind perceived it. Like, oh, who's drawing on the park? I wonder, maybe I should come here at 12. No, like kids are so innocent. Like, what? So newsflash, I did not fucking go at 12, okay? I'm a child. My parents would not allow that, right? I mean, obviously, and I didn't ask them anyway. Like, it's an obvious, like, even a first grader would know, like, that's a no. Like, you're not just gonna go to the park at 12, right? That's when you're 13 and you're rebellious. Haha. But no, oh my god, that's a joke. But yeah, so basically, this is so fucked up. Remember, I was wholesome. Remember, I had no idea what I was doing. I was literally a second grader. Like, I had no idea. So I could have been a first grader because my memory is fucked, but I think I was in second grade. So I, for whatever reason in my child brain at the time, my second grader self thought to myself, I need to find these people, and if I can't meet them at 12, I need to write, which is basically graffiti. I need to do it back so they communicate with me. That makes no fucking sense. What the fuck? But I was a kid, and so for whatever reason, it wasn't illogical to me. Like, it was logical. I thought that if I did it back, they would write back and I would notice, which is so stupid. But what makes the story even stupider is I didn't write it at the park. I didn't write back, meet me back at, like, just the shit they did and draw titties. No, what do I decide to do? Second grade me gets the brilliant idea to do it in the girls' bathroom because they would surely write back there. Now, again, I am wholesome. I didn't know what it even meant. I didn't understand that it was illogical. I just thought that I was a child, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know. I was a kid. I was wholesome. I was dumb. I was a kid. And, obviously looking back on it, it's like, dude, it was at a park. Why would a fucking second grade elementary girls, like, do that at the park and then just see their own, like, messages rewritten back in the girls' bathroom? It makes no sense. They're obviously not elementary kids. They were probably, like, teenagers or something doing it, obviously, because the kids were wholesome as hell. So, this is so fucked. My brilliant, genius fucking idea was pretty much put into place. I decided to go into the stalls and start drawing. I remember I took a paper and pen to the park. I was trying to be like an FBI investigator. I really thought I was doing something. I really thought I was going to catch the people that were doing this to the park and that were trying to meet up with people at 12. I really thought I was fucking, I don't know, Chris Hansen. I was really investigating. So I take some, like, a pen and paper and I replicate everything. The tits, the dick, meet me here at 12 for a good time, call this number for a good time, whatever. I fucking put it in my pocket. I went to the bathroom. I took a Sharpie and I just replicated it. I just used it as a reference. And I was like, okay, I'm going to check back later and see if they write back. I didn't know. And I'm so sad to tell this story. I didn't know. It's so stupid. So this goes on. This literally goes on for like 2 months. I'm not kidding. And the school was getting so fed up because the janitors would have to go in every day at the end of the day to clean it up and, like, wipe it off. And I remember getting pissed off when I would go back in there and it was gone. So what did they decide to do? They're sick of this happening for 2 months straight. The janitors are sick of wiping up tits, dicks, meet me here for a good time, meet me here at 12 a.m., whatever. They're sick of it. They do an investigation. Now, I don't know why, but at the time there was no, like, cameras or anything in the school. I don't know why it was like that. I know in the early 2000s there were cameras, but that school just, I don't know. But what they did do, they literally went out of their way. They put cameras outside the school, or not the school bathroom, just that one particular girl's bathroom. This is where it takes a turn. So I go to the bathroom one day, and I didn't even have to pee or anything. I literally went in with my fucking reference in my pocket, ready to go see if they'll reply today, if they'll respond, and I can figure out who these people are, which makes no sense, but it made sense in my child brain. And I leave, and right when I leave, a janitor just fucking rushes in, and they knew it was me. I go back to class. I get called to the principal's office. I go to the principal's office, and he is, like, sadistic. He was smiling, like, he was happy. It was so weird. He was like, never my 20 years of being a we lived in the South, sorry for the accent, but he was like, never my 20 years of being a principal have we had someone, like, draw on our walls, graffiti this, graffiti that, blah blah blah. And I'm just sitting there like, what did I do? I start crying, right? And he started smiling all wide and being sadistic, like, I wonder what your mother's gonna think. He started laughing and shit and was like, well, now that I look back on it, it did, the way he was smiling about like being excited to call my mom, I think that was kind of malicious. But like in terms of just kind of chuckling at it, I could see why. I don't think that was malicious. Like looking back on it, it looked scary to me because he's like, I wonder what your mother would think. Ha ha ha. Like just excited to get me in trouble. So I thought it was malicious. But I think he was laughing because like, dude, it was so stupid. I was just so, or maybe it is malicious and now that I'm an adult, I'm like interpreting it wrong. I don't know. So basically, he calls my mom, whatever, and she comes to the school. I'm expelled. It's not a suspension. I literally don't return. I can't return till 3rd grade. So, like, basically, I'm expelled. That is, like, a severe punishment for some graffiti. Like, is that even, like, okay to do? Like, can schools just do that? Can they really expel you for something you should be suspended for? All I know is I get expelled. And, I tell my mom everything. My mom is pissed. She goes to this, like, I don't know what you call it because it was just in that area we lived in. Like, I literally, like, I've never seen one, like, besides when we lived there. It's like this place where people, like, manage a community or, like, I don't fucking know. All I know is when I was a kid, they had cookies and all the kids would just, like, go fucking across the street, grab a cookie and leave after school. Like, but it was a place that would manage, like, parks and just stuff like that, like, for the community. She storms in and is like, you need to fucking remove the graffiti off that park. My daughter this, blah, 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 tits, penis, whatever. And it was so funny. Like, I didn't realize what I did wrong. And I tried to explain. I'm like, I wanted to find the person. I was trying to investigate. Like, I probably didn't use the word investigate, but you get what I mean. I really wanted to find the person, mommy. Like, Jesus Christ. And so when I get home, they also confront me because they coincidentally, like, while getting expelled, they also found my references because they decided, you know, when you're a kid and sometimes you don't clean your room, your parents would. They found my references. Like, could you imagine you're a parent and your fucking 2nd grader has, like, writings, a bunch of references where it's tits, dicks, meet me here for a good, like, just, I would be horrified. So coincidentally on the same day, they also, like, found that and didn't expect, they were just waiting for me to come home from school. They didn't expect me to get expelled the same day. So I had to, like, deal with that, and I didn't understand what was wrong until I realized tits, penis are bad. It's no part, and I didn't know. I was so innocent and wholesome. It was only until I got older that I realized how fucked and weird the story is. It's so stupid, but, like, I was a kid, you know? So that's how I got expelled. I was drawing penises, tits, meet me here at 12 a.m. for a good time, call this number for a good time as well with a winky face. I'll never forget it. I don't remember the number. All I know is I spreaded it everywhere. It was so funny too because I remember there were rumors too. Like, it was so fucked. There was, like, girls, like, it would be at recess and everyone would talk about it, like, because it became, like, news when there was cameras outside of the girls' bathroom. Like, it was known that there's, like, someone writing in the girls' bathroom. And I remember and I wasn't lying about it. I just remember saying, I'm trying to investigate or something like that. I didn't know the word investigate at that age. There's no way. But that's basically what I was, like, trying to say. And no one, like, thought it was me or reported it. Like, I guess maybe the way I articulated it didn't make sense. Like, I don't know. It was just so weird to, like, that to happen to me and, like, to look back on it because it's just so weird. Like, I really got expelled for the most vulgar thing, but I was so innocent I didn't know. It's so stupid. I really just wanted to know who was writing on the park. It's so stupid. I really thought I was an investigator, huh? So that's my story time. Sorry for being nasally again. I cried because my ex got doxxed and I really, really, really care about my ex. Dude, I would literally die for him. I love him. And I know he would never say the same thing about me. Like, I love him more than he loved me. But I know he does love and care for me regardless of who, like, loves each other more. It's, like, ridiculous. And all I'm trying to say is I care a lot for him. And I'm just, I just got done crying about him being doxxed because that is like, I don't care if people lie about me, but doxing someone I care about, oh my god, that hurts. So yeah, anyways, with that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the story time. Like, I know it's really fucking dumb, but like, I have no better story right now. I did go to like some parties recently where some interesting stuff happened, like first time trying lean, stuff like that, and I don't think it's story worthy, but let me know in the comments if it is. But yeah, with that being said, peace. Also, speaking of comments, I'm scared that YouTube will shut mine off. Like, apparently, if there's inappropriate comments, YouTube can like shut it off. And like, I know Benji's channel is lit, like he doesn't have comments, and they keep like giving it back to him because he'd like tell them like, hey, like what the hell, and then it would just get like shut off again. And I'm so scared that's gonna happen to me. So please use the comments while you can. Okay, see ya.